Hi everyone, welcome back to Inain's Forensic Classroom. In the last video, we discussed two fundamental types of evidences, that is primary evidence and secondary evidence, and we understood how these two form the base of any investigation. But the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 goes much beyond that. So in today's video, we are going to continue this journey and explore the other major types of evidence that are recognized under this new law, such as real evidence, electronic or digital evidence, oral evidence, documentary evidence, etc. So understanding these is absolutely essential because a case is not decided merely by one piece of evidence, but by the collective strength of all types of evidence presented in the court. So this video will help you clearly understand what each type of evidence means. So we are going to talk about types of evidence, how it is presented and why it matters in the judicial process. So we will start with oral evidence. So oral evidence is defined in the section 54 and 55 of BSA 2023. So as the name suggests, oral evidence refer to the statements that are made by the witnesses in court. Statements made by witnesses in court. So under the BSA, the rule is very clear. Oral evidence must always be direct. So what this means is the witness should have personally seen, heard, or perceived the fact using their senses. I'll give you an example. If a person says, I saw the accused fire the gun. Okay, now I am telling that I have seen the accused fire the gun. That is the oral evidence. When I tell the same thing in the court of law, it is recognized as oral evidence. So the importance of oral evidence lies in the witness examination and cross-questioning. So where the credibility, memory, and reliability of the witness are tested. So moving on, the second type of evidence is documentary evidence. Documentary evidence. It is defined in the section 56 to 92 of BSA 2023. Now, what does documentary evidence means? It includes all, see, you can see the term documentary. So it is the written records. So documentary evidence includes any written records or printed ones or any recorded material that is presented before the court, and it is further divided into primary evidence and secondary evidence that we have already discussed in our previous video. So the primary evidence is the original document itself. This has the highest value. Secondary evidence is the certified copies or photocopies that are allowed only when the original is unavailable with a valid reason. So the examples of the documentary evidence would be birth certificates, medical reports, contracts, wills, or digital documents like emails or electronic records. So one major modernization under BSA 2023 is the records as documentary evidence, giving them the legal recognition equal to the traditional documents. Then the third type of evidence is real or physical evidence. Now let's talk about real evidence, which is also called as physical evidence. This is the kind of evidence that you can actually see or touch. Physical, that we can actually see or touch. It is physically present in the courtroom. For example, a blood-stained t-shirt or a knife that's used in a murder, a cartridge from a gun, or even fingerprints that are left from a glass. These are all the physical evidence because you can see and you can touch those evidences. These are the actual objects that are connected to the crime. These are not just photographs or descriptions, like you can actually see them. These are the actual objects. So because real evidence creates a direct link between the crime and the accused, it's considered as an important type of evidence. It's considered one of the strongest form of evidence because it is tangible and it can be scientifically tested, like through DNA or fingerprint analysis or ballistics. But one thing is very important regarding the physical evidence is chain of custody. So if you have the physical evidence, maintaining chain of custody is essential. Under the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, every piece of real evidence must follow a proper chain of custody. So this means that investigators must record who collected the evidence, where it was stored, who handled it, and when. So even if one step is not documented properly, the entire evidence can be rejected in court, even if it clearly connects the accused to the crime. So in simple terms, real evidence is powerful, but only if it is handled correctly from the crime scene all the way to the courtroom. So in the next video, we will cover more types of evidences. If you have any doubts or questions, let me know in the comments. Till then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.